All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol SHLL, Tortoise Acquisition Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. Hope you guys find this video helpful and informative, and it means you all well. To my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Tortoise Acquisition, as I've stated, had a great run from way down here earlier in August all the way until it reached these highs of $58. I like to round it down because we haven't gone into specifics. As we get closer, I could get to the T and to the point of the exact number, but just to keep it simple, $58 is super important for the bulls to break through because that's the highest point that Tortoise Acquisition Corp has reached in valuation and for the stock's price in general. Now, we have a lot of volatility going on here. I mean, it's been jumping up and down, and it reached lows here in this volatility of $33.38. And from that point forward, there has been a great recovery here for the bulls, and they reached highs of $54.44. Now, as we're getting to the present day, bears have appeared, and we're getting closer to the date of the merger. So what does that mean for the stock? I mean, are the bulls really bullish, or are people just trying to get their profits and get out and ride this wave for a short period of time? And one thing that makes the definition of a true bull is a bull believes in the company long term. They believe that the company has great innovative ideas and a great, obviously, market, and that it will continue to grow financially and with technology-wise and so forth. So a bull really believes in not this chart right here, what we're seeing, all this volatility. A bull is usually someone that believes in the market of this company, like way back here or even here, and made it all the way through this process. And there could be people in this ticker symbol, Tortoise Acquisition Corp, hanging out around this area, and they still holding at this point. There could be, hypothetically speaking, or there is. But one thing I could tell you is a bull believes in the company, and there's a lot of trading up and down here. The bears and the bulls are really tearing this one apart and not allowing this one to either hit its potential highs, or, like I said, people just jumping back in, trying to get quick profits, or the uncertainty and the fear, and there might not really be bulls in this when you really think about it. With this volatility going on, getting closer to the merger date, that does not make sense in my eyes for the chart, that this actually has a bullish, I could say a bullish outlook for the next couple of days or weeks, because a lot of people are going to be taking profits, and that's already being shown here. And then there's the fear and the uncertainty because of the fact of what's going to happen next. Oh, well, the merger was coming up. Okay, that was the most anticipated and exciting thing for the next couple of days. Now, what could the merger really do? How many of its cars has it made? Or trucks, better said. How many are in pre-order? Like, where's the revenue going to come from in the next couple of months or years? Those are the questions that every investor should be asking themselves. And if they're really bullish on this, or do they really believe that they're going to compete in the EV sector and market? So that's very important for us to know as investors. I would tell everybody as an investor to believe and know that and figure that out. But right now, what I'm seeing with all this volatility since it hit these highs is just people jumping in, taking profits, and then there's the uncertainty. I mean, the uncertainty started pretty early because this fell quickly down to $30. And it touched that way back here before the run, right? And here we are at a very important point, which is $44 as one of the lowest points, and that was touched here as well, and it ran up. So the question is, could the bulls reappear and run this one up, or is this going to be on its way down to newer lows and newer resistance levels? So let's look here at what we want to pay attention to for tomorrow. So this is one of our highest points in the last couple hours of the day, and slightly above that is another one of our resistance levels. So I'm just going to use this point at the end of the day here. It was close to 48 bucks. So 50-day moving average is 49.65. Super important number, 49.65, that the bulls break through that point. If they're able to accomplish that, they've gotten back into bullish territory, and then their goal would be obviously breaking through 51.52, 51.29, excuse me. This thing was moved up. 51.29 to be broken through by the bulls, so they can start to work their way up to newer highs and break the first resistance level within the bullish territory. But before getting there, obviously the bulls need to break through 47.95, turn that into a support, and start to work their way up to newer highs. So even though 47.95 does get broken through, it does not signify that the bulls have gained control. That is not the point here. That gives us a sense of direction of where this is going. They need to turn that into a support, but the point that the bulls need to break through is 49.65. Turn that into a support to accomplish getting into bullish territory, and the bulls can start to have control over this stock. Right now, where we're at, it's clearly showing that the bears have gained control, and if they break through lower levels of support, they will be gaining more leverage, pulling this further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction. So let's go ahead and see what our support level is. Our support level here is $44.66. It closed off at $45.85. That is the lowest point that this stock reached. And if that gets broken through, this could be on its way, like I said earlier, to newer lows and newer support levels, being moved further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction. Now, if that does get accomplished by the bears, then obviously 41.74 is our next support level, and that is the lowest point in this dip and before this run after breaking through the 50-day moving average. So if 41.74 does get broken through, now the bears accomplished breaking through two support levels in bearish territory and pulled this stock further away in a downward direction from the 50-day moving average, getting deeper into bearish territory. So even if the bulls reappear, they have a lot of work to do to bring this one back up and break through the 50-day moving average. So I hope that with this information, you guys are well equipped and ready for tomorrow's trading day. As I stated earlier, a true bull believes in this stock long term. We're seeing a lot of volatility here hanging around for the last month, and that right there makes me very uncertain as a investor when it comes to a stock that's about to merge. Was this all kind of hype here because of the merger and so forth? But you could see that there's people left with some uncertainty as they're getting out and they're riding these waves, and now we're quickly seeing this dip, and now we're in bearish territory. So if the bears do go ahead and break through support, I highly encourage every investor to pay very, very close attention to how this stock is reacting after it breaks 44.66, and how quickly is it moving to newer lows, or is it slightly hanging out around that area. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watched this video. And by clicking on the bell once you hit the subscribe button, that way you're able to turn on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post. And don't forget to share this with all your friends and community. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.